Alrighty, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Prince Zodiac, and welcome back to another episode of Black Myth Wukong. In the last episode, we entered a new region called the Webbed Ridge, the area of Chapter 4, I believe we're on now? Yeah, Chapter 4. We did a little bit of exploring. It's like a dark forest with like a ruined village so far, but considering the name, I'm figuring we're gonna run into a lot of spider motif things very soon, so I am as somebody who is very much not a fan of spiders, I'm totally looking forward to that. Anyways, after we did a little bit of exploring, we came back here and challenged the Yin Tiger to a fight, and I actually managed to beat him, which gave me his transformation, which has been pretty fun to use so far, so I'm very excited to use it more. I also gotta really try out the Macaque Chief in battle, too, but things to do later. Anyways, in today's episode, we're going to pick up from where we left off, continue our journey through the Webbed Ridge, continue our journey with Pigsy, because he's here with us too, which I'm really enjoying that Pigsy is coming with us more. So, yeah, we will see where our journey takes us. Let's see, travel the Webbed Ridge. Estate of the Zoo. Right. Let us begin.
There's a nice shrine here, kid. We should take a look.
I already took a look at the shrine, Pixie. That's how I just got here. Weren't you watching?
Hold your monkeys. Let me fix you up a little. Yeah.
Welcome, good sirs. The feast is all set. Please come in and be our guests.
Big boy. Yeah, I figured this was gonna happen.
My gentlemen, you're fashionably late. Is your lady not joining us again this time?
Our lady prefers not to be seen in the lower realm. But she's been thinking of you all and sent this small token. She hopes your lady will recover soon and pay her visit up there.
It's a pity she didn't come. Or she would certainly enjoy a splendid show we've prepared for her. But now, the gift's gone and blood's been shed. I say, you two should take the fall.
We're just servants, madam. What's the jest?
Zhu Ba Jie. I know you find your look embarrassing, but why hide from my mother with another pig face?
Rude girl. Don't you know I'm a pious Buddhist? Give me your mother's name, and I'll check my list.
You heartless ass. After you ruined her house and her reputation, you're telling me you don't remember her?
Reputation? Ha! Yao Guai's care about reputation. All she cared about was lust. Now I know. You're one of her spiderlings, aren't you? Well, well. Your rudeness is forgiven. Show some respect. Maybe I'll kindly pay your mother a visit.
Visit or not, I'm afraid that is not your call.
The second. Ooh, big spider. Biggsy, your whole plan to disguise us was absolute ass. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Miss. Ow. Smack. Heal. Get it. Ow. There we go. First try. Ooh. Pixie, you alright? Oh no.
Curse it! Bugs are bugs! Wearing human skin can't change your gross nature!
Yeah, sure. We are so low compared to you, a glorious admiral of the court. Ain't the last monkey still fresh in his grave? And here you are, another monkey's sidekick.
Cut your bullshit! Get your mother to beg for mercy, and maybe I'll spare your foolish life!
Truth is, the thing you seek is right here in the hollow. Flee now if you're too scared to come in.
Scared my hoof! I'll destroy this rotten hole right now! Let's see where else you'd build your lair!
Pixie, wait! Oh, he's gone. So aggressively eager he is. Ooh, treasure. Oh, hello there. Alright. So what was it? Jules Baillet? I think that's how they pronounced his actual actual name. I just use Pixie because that's like the translated version and it's easier to remember / say for me, so. Also, I think it's funnier. Give me a big bug. Alright. Ow. You suck, buddy. Open. Gimme, gimme. Oh, I'm poisoned. No poison. I should craft more of those, though. Or buy more. Whichever. Right. Let's see where Pixie went. I'm assuming he went down there. It looks like it. Oh! Well, actually, let's collect this first. Celestial Jade Lotus Pill. More health. Nice. You know what we need to do? That I somehow keep forgetting to do every other episode? Yaogwai lore! I don't know why I keep forgetting this. I don't know why I'm so bad about this. Oh yeah, we didn't get all the meditation spots in the New West. I'll look around for them after this episode's done, because that's free sparks, people! Alright, let's see. What else do we have? I don't think we have too many more, actually, but... Let's see. Puppet Tick. Can you discern the outer guise? Who cares what hidden from our eyes? When hung up high, what use retains? A puppet's dance, its fleeting gains. Tales told of Zhu's estate in the Webbed Ridge, the ancestral home of the wealthy textile family in the kingdom of Zhuzi. Zhuzi? Zhuzi? Oh no, Zhuzi. That's the only way I can pronounce that. Rumors claim that the estate housed a vast amount of gold and jewels, but those riches were never found. In the kingdom of Zhuzi lived two thieves who called each other brothers. The elder, a broad and forthright soul, the younger, a handsome and clever spirit. Fleeing a warrant, they sought Zhu's estate in the mountains as their next target, as well as a hideout. For days they scoured the hills, their rations spent and their hopes lost. Weary and famished, they chanced upon a tea hut. The young thief called out, "Let's rest here, brother." The elder replied, "We've seen no one for days. How could there be a tea hut?" But driven by hunger, the young one hastened towards it. The elder chased after him, pleading. They tussled until they entered the hut. Crude and dirty, it had rough log tables and stone stools. There were no patrons inside, only a hunchbacked old man with a cane brewing tea. The young thief asked, "How do you sell tea here with no one around, old man?" The old man pointed to a dim village behind the hut. "This humble one lives in the hilltop village. This hut serves but to eke out my living." He then served 2 bowls of thick, strange-smelling brew. The young thief reached for one, but the elder stopped him and asked the old man, "Do you know of Zhu's estate?" The old man grinned. "It lies within the village. Drink your tea, and I shall guide you there." The young thief beamed, but the elder grew warier. He snatched the bowl from the young one. "I shall try it first." With that, he downed it in one gulp. No sooner had the tea hit his belly than he collapsed, writhing in agony. The young thief turned to the old man, only to witness his true form revealed as a hunchback, cane-wielding creature, its body entangled in silk. Lifting his eyes, he saw a colossal spider perched in the rafters, tugging the strands to prompt the bug to tap its cane with a resonant ting-ting. At this signal, the stone tools shifted and unfurled their legs. They became little stone spiders. They spat silk at the elder thief to entangle him. At this sight, the younger thief turned and fled. as if he had not heard his brother's pleas for help. Damn. These spiders are creepy. That younger brother was a coward for abandoning his older brother, especially when his older brother took the chance to make sure the drink was safe first. What an ass. I guess the saying goes, there's no honor among thieves. When night falls deep... Alright, lantern holder even. Sorry. When night falls deep, his light shines down. Summoned is the yin, suppressed is the yang. Like harvesters hastening before the dawn, he reaps with his blade, and souls are gone. The insect guais loathed patrolling after dusk, as their instinct to chase after the light made the nighttime perilous for them. But luck favored them when a tribe of pale-faced yakshas from the west of the place, having traversed the world, chose to settle at the webbed ridge and volunteered for the night watch, a task the insect guais were only too happy to relinquish to these newcomers. The yakshas are proud and fierce by nature, turned into feral yaoguais, yet they still clung to their old ways in the days they were revered. They kept to their own, with lanterns lit from dusk to dawn, and rarely mingled with the insect guais. To the latter, they were a curious sight, with their merriment and banter that paid no heed to hierarchy or status. Yet what puzzled the insect guais most was the yaksha's bond. Close-knit in joy, yet they'd often erupt into disputes and hurl sharp words with no restraint. One night, a quarrel broke out during an idle chatter among 4 yakshas on patrol, and their raucous noise woke the insect guais. Why must you carry on as this? The insect guais rushed to mediate, persuading them. Arguing one moment, chummy the next. Why not treat each other with proper respect like we do? In an instant, the quarrel ceased, and in unison, the yakshas retorted, "You are mistaken," one spat. "Only through open discourse we grow." Another chimed in, "Exactly. When we air out our disagreements, it only makes our bond stronger." A third added, "Indeed. By having each other's backs, we've made it through a lot of tough times. Our harsh words don't mean any harm." The last concluded, "Unlike you insect-wise, we hide no secret grievances under the guise of harmony." With that, arm in arm, they departed, leaving the insect-wise to dismiss the exchange with bemused eye rolls. I really like the yakshas. These guys are really cool. Like, they genuinely value one another and love each other, which, like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say it's, like, surprising, but, like, a lot of the Yao Guai lore so far has, like, depicted Yao guys as, like, kind of selfish and, like, kind of dicks. Not all the time, but they tend to be. Whereas the Yakshas are, like, almost always very closely bonded. And I find that interesting. It's just, there's so much nuance to, like, these stories and this lore about all these different creatures. It's really fascinating. I think I've already mentioned that, at least from what I'm aware of, these passages are from actual Chinese myth, not just something made up for the game, I think, for the most part anyway. So, I don't know. I really want to, like, delve deeper into Chinese lore when I get a chance. Maybe, like, actually properly read Journey to the West for once and stuff. Alright. Grasshopper Guai. Slender legs, a verdant sheen, each arm wields a sickle keen. Misty woods are his home so true, he cares for youth like me and you. During the reign of the greatest emperor of Han, there was a village called Bath. From within its mountains, a hot spring flowed, reputed to preserve youth and vitality. Nobles flocked to it from far and wide. One day, the Marquis of Lechang came to visit with his 6-year-old son. The young lord caught a little grasshopper and wanted to keep it as a pet, so he tore off its wings and trapped it in a teacup. Well, that's brutal. That night, the Marquis was visited in his dreams by a man clad in green. "Your child has imprisoned mine," he pleaded. "We are both fathers. I beseech you, help my little one." The next morning, the Marquis summoned his son and inquired about what happened. The boy, who feared his stern father, only provided vague replies. Thus the full story remained elusive to both. That night the green-clad man revisited the Marquis's dreams with twin swords at his waist. He warned, "If you don't return my son, you'll never see yours again." The Marquis woke with a start and rushed to his son's bed, only to find it empty. Servants scoured the village, but found no trace. Only the young lord's page remembered the bug catching. He rushed to the study, found the overturned teacup, and gently released the grasshopper onto the grass. By noon, the young lord returned home safely, yet his hands were red and swollen, and he couldn't stop weeping. When he questioned about the events of the previous night, he sobbed, "I dreamt of a man in green, a great jumper. He carried me on his back and hopped a few times. Then I didn't know where I was. He scolded me for harming others and struck my palms with his swords 20 times. When asked how he came back, he was unable to answer, overwhelmed by fear. Alas, it is said that all beings love their young, a truth that spans the world. Even Yaoguais, it seems, are no different. In the late years of Han, the hot spring in Bath suddenly dried up. Insect guais sprouted in the hills, so the villagers moved down the mountain. A decade or two later, the area came to be known as the Webbed Ridge. Yeah, the Yaoguais are even though they can be assholes and they'll hunt humans sometimes to devour human essence, but they're capable of friendship, camaraderie, and even familial love, which is a very different depiction from what I would initially expect. Kind of I suppose the difference between more European tendencies to show evil spirits and demons and whatnot to be not capable of any good or have any kind of love or friendship among themselves. But in Chinese mythos, it's far more nuanced, even though there is this element of being bound by your nature in Chinese mythos, which I find curious. I don't know. It's interesting. Dragonfly Guai. Through willows it flies, on crooked wing it stays, shooting snake arrows where shadows play. Kindness feigned with crumbs won't hold sway, in 2s and 3s they block your way. There was a dragonfly guai who loved archery. His mother saw his gift and used her connections for an opportunity to have him training under the Yaoguai king of the land. To the king, the dragonfly guai seemed like a diligent and talented student. He drilled hard each day and served his master with great respect, always at his master's beck and call. At times, he'd be practicing outside, but at a single command from his teacher, he'd appeared at once. The king had doubts, but considering the dragonfly's swift wings, the king dismissed his suspicions. One day, the king taught him how to imbue his bolts with greater power. Wait for the arrowhead to glow, then release. The guai swore he'd remember, but when tested that afternoon, he couldn't recall anything. The king assumed he just hadn't grasped the lesson and explained it once more, but the next day, he had forgotten it again. This pattern continued. The Yaoguai king flew into a rage and set to punish the guai. The guai fell to his knees and pleaded, "Mercy, master! I have brothers. Each of us knows only a portion of the lessons. That's why I can't answer." At this, scores of identical dragonfly guais emerged, all kneeling and bowing non-stop. Offended, yet tickled by this revelation, the king demoted them all to lowly patrol guards and taught them no more. Alas, while petty schemes might seem perfect at first, earning praise and favor, they also sowed the seeds of trouble. When the truth is revealed, one faces ridicule and brings ruin upon themselves. So So they were trying to cheap out one lesson by having them all pretend to be the same guy. Interesting strategy, but I'm surprised it worked that long. Waspguai. When victory nears, it circles low. When strength is gone, it turns to go. Works hard, washes off the tinted dye, holds fast to strength, and soar the sky. A young man once lived in the webbed hollow. You may wonder how he found himself living among the Yaoguais. The tale begun in the kingdom of Zhuzi, where he was born into a family of weavers, their craft passed down through generations. One day, his father left home in search of a jade shuttle, but never returned. His mother searched for him, only to be told he had abandoned them to marry into the Zhu family. Consumed by grief and convinced that a Yaoguai had ensnared her husband, she wept day after day. Thus, in his boyhood, the son vowed to slay the Yaoguais and avenge his father. Years later, he heard merchants speak of the Zhu's estate on the Webbed Ridge, home to women of unearthly beauty. He ventured there alone to exact vengeance, but as soon as he entered the mountains, lesser Yaoguais captured him. Terrified he was, before a little girl in yellow rescued him by commanding the Yaoguais to stop. The girl, barely 10, had a sweet, rosy face, hardly an evil Yaoguai as he imagined. The young man was at a loss. To his surprise, the young girl, lonely with a few companions her age, brought him to the webbed hollow to play. He stayed, and she visited often to lift her spirits. Conflicted, he spent nights vowing by lamplight to slay the Yaoguais and avenge his father come morning. One night, a small wasp flew in and heard his oath, but he paid it no mind. The next day, the girl didn't come. Instead, a woman in green, adored with an elaborate bun and possessing a fierce yet beautiful face, arrived with an entourage of insect guards. Among them was a wasp Yaoguai who, with practiced ease, deftly searched the young man's trunk, pulling out his hidden stash of travel money and the dagger intended for murder hidden within his porcelain pillow, before relaying his nightly vow of vengeance to its mistress. The green-clad woman addressed the young man. "No mortal shall reside in Webbed Hollow, yet we spared you to be a companion for my younger sister. But in return, you plot to harm her, and you shall be punished for this. That being said, your quest for vengeance is understandable, which is why I shall leave your fate to the Bone Vault." At her command, the guards seized him, casting him into the abyss, his fate uncertain in the darkness below. So, I think the woman in green was the second sister, I think, right? I think that's the one we just fought. Beetle Captain. In time's relentless grass, he toiled and strived, yet pride and temper left success deprived. His gray hair has done him no good when hubris stole his merits, as it should. Unlike the bee, wasp, hornet, katydid, cockroach, grasshopper, and dragonfly, the adopted sons of the spider ladies, the beetle captain earned his rank through his own valor. Perhaps this was what made him stubborn, quick to anger over slights to his status. He often quarreled with the lesser guais over matters of words and etiquette. They called him arrogant and overbearing behind his back, disliking him all the more. One day, a petty dispute drove him to brandish his twin sabers at the lesser guards. Beetle Commander chanced by and pulled him aside. "You think your deeds and skills command their respect, but know this, rank has no bearing on the actions of others. What would happen if you measured your worth by the regard of everyone? When stone spiders show you disrespect, you'd think that makes you their inferior." The captain retorted, "You're a commander, thus none dare offend you. But I'm a minor officer. If I don't assert myself, those lesser ones will scorn me even more." Commander shook his head. "If they treated you with greater deference than me, would that make you my superior in practice and skill? Nay, for I've observed that those who clamor most for respect often receive the least of it." What became of the beetle captain? At last, he remained as he ever was, as one's nature could not be easily altered. It was said that he continued to contend with all who crossed his path until at last he was never to be seen again. Demanded respect? probably got killed by someone for being too annoying. Right, the second sister. With powdered face and hair in a twist, a slender waist adorned with jade and mists, as charming as a maiden from the skies, yet formidable when she vies. The second daughter of the Zhu family was raised as a boy from a young age. She managed the finances and trade for the cave. Due to her straightforward and generous nature, she had the most interactions with the stewards outside the mountain and the lesser Yao Guais in the village of Langji. Because she was busy with numerous affairs, the lesser Yao Guais had fixed times to report and offer tributes to her. Most of these Yao Guais were on good terms with her, both respected and feared her. They believed that their capable and strong-willed lady might one day become the Lady of the Cave. If that happened, anyone fortunate enough to marry into the family could become a lord by association. This caused much distress for the 4 scorpion princes residing in the cave, who were often the subject of idle gossip. The second sister paid no mind to such rumors. Among the 4 sons of the scorpion lord, she favored only those who were the most helpful to her. A few days ago, she had acquired a celestial vine seed from somewhere and planted it in her private courtyard from within the cave, assigning the eldest scorpion prince to guard it. The eldest scorpion prince, delighted, assumed this meant the second sister had feelings for him. One day, he approached the 100-eyed Taoist master, asking for help in matchmaking. The master laughed and shook his head, saying that a woman with such a strong will would only look down on him more if he sought someone else's help in proposing. He advised the prince to come up with a plan of his own. After returning to the cave, the eldest scorpion prince circled the celestial vine repeatedly, but he still haven't figured out a way to win her heart. Aw, my man's in love. Love is a wonderful thing, buddy. Propose to her when you can. Alright, Yin Tiger. Wind fans the flames, the hammer strikes. Swords dance, blades sweep the dust aside. With iron will one finds their way. Between stillness and motion, greatness will stay. In the hall of Yuan Shen, Yin Tiger stood before the anvil, hammering away. Several young Taoist apprentices surrounded him, fanning the flames and adding wood and charcoal to the fire. Suddenly, the hall doors were kicked open, and the gatekeeper boy chased in with the great sage. Yin Tiger signaled to the apprentices with a glance, and they quickly left. The great sage approached the anvil, threw a set of armor on the ground, and placed one foot on the edge of the anvil, laughing. Brother Tiger, this armor those immortals granted me doesn't suit me at all. Why don't you better it for me? I trust your craftsmanship. Yin Tiger glanced at the great sage's cloud treaders and said, You come to ask for my help with such disrespect? Your foot. The great sage, with a cheeky smile on his face, lowered his foot and said, I care nothing about those grand rules above. We've known each other for ages. Why bother with manners? Yin Tiger didn't respond. The great sage grabbed the large cleaver the tiger had been hammering, tested its weight, and shook his head. Too light, that is. It doesn't suit you. Only then did Yin Tiger pick up the armor from the ground, examine it, and say, Your gold armor is excellent. Why bother with this scrap metal? The great sage leaped onto the tiger's large chair and laughed. That's why I brought it here. You don't really have to waste your hammerings on it. If anyone asks, just say you're working on it. Yin Tiger refused. Take it back. I won't play along with your act. The great sage wasn't offended. He untied the precious gourd from his waist and said, Actually, I came to drink. Go call everyone. Remember to invite my good brother Shen Monkey and bring some of his homemade wine. To drink mine, you guys gotta offer something too. Later, the great sage drank and reveled with everyone in the hall of Yuan Shen until he was hammered and had to be escorted back by the celestial officials. After he left, Yin Tiger noticed that the armor was still laying beside his anvil. Well then, he would have to return it to him another day. Son Wukong is such a goof. I love him. Alright, nothing around here. I suppose we go down here. Ooh. Gross. Ah. Ew, ew, ew. Get away. Free yourself. Alright. Where are we? Webbed Hollow. Oh, at least they put us on a nice bed and left us some medicine. Can't tell if they want me dead or if they want me to, you know, be chill. Ugh. Still nasty. Okay, did I buy? Yeah, okay, I bought that. Alright. We can craft something. Ooh, craft weapon. I need more will. Charge heavy attack. Each focus point slightly recovers health. Chitin staff. Chitin staff, even. Oh! I need a way to afford that. Sell all those. Now, how much do I have? Oh, I actually have 2 that I could. Oh, I still need another gold tree core. Right, that needs to be 2. Another gold tree core is there. Mine core. And no. Huh. Still not enough. Right, well. I've got some collecting to do. Ooh! Here, let me do, what is it? Yeah, there we go. Forgot I had that. Oh wait, and then I also have a new spirit skill, don't I? Oh yeah, the bat. Don't need it. Ooh. This place is spooky. Where to go? Oh, it's up here. Goes that way. And there's over there. Goes that way. Go anywhere? Hello there! This way, I guess, right? That's where we came from, so I guess we'll go this way. More will. Someone on the other side here. Down you go. Weird little spot. More stamina. Oh no. Goji shots. Drinks and soaks. Righto. Ow. Ooh, something down there. The question is how to get there. Huh. Way down, maybe? Not sure. Get rid of you. Grab this. Okay, so that goes up there. Place is pretty open. Got a lot of diverging points. I feel like I'm gonna get lost here again. Like I was getting lost in the... Was it the Forest of Felicity? Well, that place was actually more straightforward than it looked. So perhaps it's the same for this place. What the hell are these things? Little maggot things. Gross. More will. Nice. Which I have now. Almost enough. For the new weapon. Could go that way, could go that way. Okay, no, so that doesn't want me jumping down there. Can I even... I tried? No. Invisible wall. Okay, so that's not a way down. So I'll have to find a different way to get to that. Get out of here. Gross little fuckers. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. A lot of spider webs. This just a dead end, I guess? Weird. I guess so. Huh. Unless I'm like missing a really obvious doorway. Nope. Seems to be it. Huh. Alright. Guess that's it for this way. Weird. where next? I guess this way. Start from the left and just progressively go through them. Get out. This is a nice little, like, hideout for all these Yaoguais, though. Very cool. Like a secret village. Oh, God. Ow. Oh. You get out of here. Ooh, more pieces of gold. I can surely sell those. Alright. Absorb. And I think this is a dead end. Ooh, whoa! Oh, that goes way down. Oh, this place is so cool! Oh, I love it. Ah, I love, like, secret underground cave villages like this. I thought it was just like this weird little canyon part, but no, that goes way down. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love it. I absolutely adore the level and world design of this game. It's so cool. Oh my god. Non-stop fantasticness. Alright, let's see if I've got enough. How much do I have? Yes, I should have enough. Chitin staff upon successful hit with charged heavy attack. Each what's going to cost. Slowly recovers health. Ooh, nice. Yes, I will equip that now. Okay. That's also got a weapon list. This does not. It does have a boosted critical hit chance, though. Interesting. And, I'll use that, actually. Because I can just boost the timing of the transformations with upgrades. Alright, let's see the moveset on this thing. Okay, so this is back to the normal moveset. But I can still use the thrust stuff, which I'm very much liking. The thrust heavy attack, this one. This, followed up with this, it's just really good. So, I think I'm gonna stick with that for now. I mean, I can easily switch between them. And then just do. If I need to, but... do I have any sparks? I forgot to check. I do not. Alright, whatever. Oh, I do have something new to brew. Oh yeah, I got a new thing. Extends the duration of Ring of Fire for a short duration. Nah, I don't really use Ring of Fire. Critical hit chance. It increases the attack for the next unveiling strike in Cloud Step. Yeah, we'll work with that. Alright. What next? Yeah, actually, I think this is where we're going to put an end to things for today. Next time, we'll continue exploring through this really cool underground village. I just want to get, what is it, like a full episode dedicated to just doing all this or at least as much of it as I can in one, rather than just taking the extra whatever mini amount of time we have left to only explore a small portion of it. Considering how the road loops around and stuff here too, I feel like it's going to be a while till we hit the next shrine, so I don't want to over push this episode, so we're going to pause it here. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me on the journey so far. Leave a like and a comment down below if you've enjoyed what you've seen here, and maybe also consider subscribing, and if you do, make sure to hit that notification bell. I would truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you all next time. Peace out.